Hello, today we're looking at Linux Mint 18.2 Cinnamon Edition. As you can see from the login screen, they got a new login manager. It looks nice and you can choose between different desktop environments here. And Cinnamon got a nice icon here, it looks like a mountain I believe. And yes, pretty neat, so let's log in. That wallpaper you saw there is your default desktop wallpaper, but will change according to your user's wallpaper for your desktop. It's quite nice. As we are greeted with the familiar welcome screen. Yes, nothing new. If you are familiar with Linux Mint 18.1, yes, nothing new, everything works as expected. So I will not look at it right now because it will just make the video too long. But if you want to have a look at it, please look in the description of this video. You will find a link to my other video where I just use background music and I click on everything so you can have a look at everything this desktop has. It's quite cool. So let's untick this and let's move on. On the desktop, if we right click, yes, here you can do all the familiar things. Let's have, as you can see, nothing new here. And just stability. If we go here to Sonia, they got the new wallpapers. It's all beautiful and nice to choose from, and also settings to play as a slideshow if you want to. But let's choose the water. I love this wallpaper. It looks like we are in the middle of the water. And here's of Sarah and Serena also, all their wallpapers. Isn't this a cool wallpaper? It feels like I'm in the wave. Yeah. So, as you can see, the applet for switching between the windows here isn't here anymore. But you can get it when you go to add applets to the panel. And you can add it from here. If you use it in the past to have like a quick list, just click on it and add it here. Something like this. Then you can just then you can just click here and you have all your open windows. It's quite cool. Of course, if you go to the updates, I love this about Linux Mint. You can choose between, I know it's not new, but I love this. I love that you can choose the minimal updates just to keep your computer safe. Like a middle average one and then a full everything go. It's quite cool. I really like the give free options. So let's choose. Just keep it safe. If you have a computer who just needs an OS, no serious work is being done on it, or you just want to forget about it, it's a great option. And I like what I've done with the user account also. I'm running this in VirtualBox, it just looks cleaner. I'm running this in VirtualBox with 2 GB of RAM and a 1 core i5 processor. We got some updates. And yeah, it runs pretty nice. It's a bit slow, but in general very, very stable. This Linux Mint Edition. I've played around with it before and I really enjoyed it. I think there was a few bugs I found, nothing major, because I do things that other people won't do with the computer, but I will get to them soon. Here, if you try to in the past edit your panel, didn't work yet, it works now. which is awesome. And I'm so glad they were able to make the panel mode just a click, because it didn't want to work in the past for a long time already. The rest is all familiar. Themes are all familiar. As you can see, all the familiar stuff, and it's quite cool. I love the beauty of it. I love how you can switch it around, but yet you have the very, very stable distro, which you can configure to make everything look beautiful. Your system settings. It's also very much familiar stuff. What I ran in here, when I was clicking on everything which I do in my other videos, so you can have a look there, is sometimes I was able to crash the system. Everything just freeze, but it doesn't freeze completely. After a few seconds, 10, 20 seconds, there might be when I click on input method, I wonder if it will do the same. I clicked, it didn't want to work, I clicked a few times, and then suddenly there was like 7 of them open at one time. Like I just clicked on it and nothing seems to work. Which is quite weird. But as you can see, it comes, oh no, this is the system info. I'm running Linux Mint 18.2 version of Cinnamon 3.4.3. As you can see, it opened up 4 of them. Like, why? But that's the only error I found so far. So, in a sense, it's really not bad. But I've done it the 2 times I tried it out. It did the same thing. So, clearly, maybe these updates which I'm running now will fix it. Maybe it's because I'm running it in VirtualBox. But in any case, it's kernel 4.8. So it's quite nice. And the rest is all familiar stuff. So if you want to have a proper look, please look at my other videos I told you about. And here you can manage your locking screen. The new one. First time that Ubuntu used it already for a long time. But because of they are switching to GNOME, they are changing their whole desktop management. But Linux Mint, you just choose to move to it. It's quite nice. Many use it. So that's cool. And here you can change and config and edify and beautify your desktop or whatever. I think the locking screen will change. But there's a place also where you can change the picture. Here you can, of course, this is a familiar Linux Mint menu for Cinnamon. Here you can, of course, just throw them away like this. And graphics, internet, LibreOffice, it is Firefox 54. And let's see what version of LibreOffice opens up. I love the LibreOffice theme of Linux Mint. May I just say, I think it's one of the most sleekest looking. There's more updates for the kernel. We will do that later. I love the theme. And it's 5.1. So it's the same as Ubuntu 16.4. And administration, places, I like places, a nice easy shortcut to all your main folders. So yeah, basically this is my look at Linux Mint. Oh, the lock screen. The lock screen is also beautiful. Isn't this stunning? Absolutely love the lock screen. Just press spacebar. You can log in again. And log off. And turn off is very similar button. And as you can see, the locking screen changed for the user. If you go to the guest, it will go back to the guest locking wallpaper. And that is basically my look at Mint 18.2 Cinnamon Edition. Thank you for watching. See you later and goodbye.